JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Man succumbs to injuries after being severely beaten. A man was severely beaten by a group of men in St. Anna's Stadium Hospital. That is Sean Jamison, otherwise called Shanty, a 48-year-old singer of Eltham in Ocho. Reports were that at about 7 p.m. on Wednesday, October 30, Jamison was attacked at a house by 3 men. The police later responded to a report about an injured man seen lying on a roadway. He was assisted to the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital, where he was admitted. He subsequently succumbed to his injuries. As a result, the case has been upgraded from assault occasioning grievous bodily harm to murder. The Ocho Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. Second murder recorded in Mon Salem in a week. For the second time in a week, the St. James Police are imposing a 48-hour curfew in the Mon Salem Zone of Special Operations, ZOZO, in response to escalating violence in the area. The curfew, which starts at 8 p.m. Friday and ends at 8 p.m. on Sunday, follows a homicide earlier Friday. This is the second murder in the ZOZO since the beginning of the year, confirmed Deputy Superintendent of Police Ainsley McCarthy, who oversees the area. On Friday, O'Brien Lawrence, otherwise called Archie, a resident of Mon Salem, was reportedly killed by a gunman on the main road in the community. His murder is believed to be connected to the death of Donovan Nelson, also known as Pepper, who was fatally shot by a gunman on Campbell's Lane last Thursday. According to a police report, men from Catton Lane are suspected to be involved in Nelson's killing. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows: north, along Mon Salem Main Road; west, along Barnett View Drive, Catherine Drive, and the Jarrett Terrace; south, along Mon Salem Gully, and east, along Catherine Mount. During the curfew, residents are required to remain within their premises except for work-related travel. Individuals going to or returning from work should carry proof of identification. Men held with stolen car at garage granted $500,000 bail. 2 men were allegedly found in possession of a motor car, which was reported stolen, were today each granted $500,000 bail in the St. Catherine Parish Court. The accused, Dane Allen and Nakay Sterling, of Linstead in the parish, were ordered by the court to report to the Linstead Police Station on Mondays and Fridays. They were also ordered to submit their fingerprint. Allegations are that on October 20, the owner of the Honda Fit motor car parked the vehicle at her home and returned to bed. She subsequently woke up and discovered her car missing. The matter was reported to the police and an investigation was launched. The investigation led police personnel, acting on information, to the Walling housing scheme outside Linstead. The stolen car was discovered at a garage operated by one of the accused. Checks by the police revealed that the accused bought the vehicle, valued at $2.4 million, for $350,000. Further investigation led to both men being arrested and is subsequently charged with receiving stolen property. Port Maria residents appealed for help after homes damaged in landslide. Residents of Cox Street in Port Maria, St. Mary, are appealing to the authorities for help after a landslide damaged several homes in the community. The landslide occurred during heavy rains in the town earlier this week. "The way me feel nervous, I'll know me nervous," Val Thompson, whose house collapsed in the landslide, said as he recounted the incident while combing a rubble for his belongings.
The heavy rain that fell the other day, last night they have a heavy rain here in Port Maria, Cox Street up on the hill, and then this wall that is still falling on the ground here with mesh, it tear down on my neighbor house there. He has no house, the Val Thompson, otherwise Tess. He had nowhere to live, no house is finally damaged. And then my daughter's house is getting down on the bottom, moving across. So if you move out the things, them, all of the things, them, we can't walk there, so we can't go nowhere, so everything has to come up because it will collapse.
The wall broke down in my brother's house. That is a landslide.
I might move about 10-12 block. Yes, some dirt around my corner, so I run. And I'm just stop and I see I said so. I'm sure Jesus Christ, look, I see, by the time it's come to my mouth, I saw you go down. The way I feel I'm nervous, I come back and I'm nervous. This part of me there, won't mind the government and whatsoever, the member of parliament and everybody who can give me a strength. I'm finding like a different from here, so yeah, that's me can better myself.
I love you so much, my Prime Minister, and I'm asking you, please assist us. We need help. My neighbor has nowhere to live. That is Val Thompson. My daughter's house need to fix. We don't have it like that. We are very poor. So you are here to help us. I'm asking you, please Help us, Prime Minister. We need help. Send help towards us, please.
Phillips criticizes $84 million to be spent on by-elections instead of road repairs. Member of Parliament for Manchester North Western and opposition spokesman on transport, Michael Phillips, says the estimated $84 million that is to be spent to stage 2 parliamentary and 2 municipal by-elections this month could have been put towards improving the country's road infrastructure. The Electoral Office of Jamaica said it submitted a budget for the by-elections to the Ministry of Finance on Thursday. Phillips again took the government to task over the inadequacy of the Spark and Reach programs while lamenting the poor driving surfaces in his constituency.
That piece of road from Spurtree to Greenvale is in the worst condition that I've ever seen it for the 15 years that I've been in Northwest Manchester. That is a National Works Agency road. We have been lobbying for it. My understanding is that a contractor has been selected, but just like the pipe program that should have started over a year and a half ago, it has not started. And I'm calling on the Prime Minister, because this can't be about favoritism, while he's spending $30 million per by-election now, and he has called 4 by-elections when the general elections is less than a year away. Why not spend that money on road infrastructure? And when I hear my colleagues in Parliament standing up in the State of the Constituency debate, talking about how many roads that they expect to be patched or rehabilitated this financial year, I know that I'm not doing anything different from they are, but yet still they are getting more money than I am getting as an opposition member of Parliament. And the question you ask, why are some more special than others when it is one Jamaica that we are dealing with? And this is not about politics.
Phillips was speaking at the launch of the free Wi-Fi service provided by the Universal Service Fund to residents of Lincoln in the Lincoln Square on Thursday. His comments followed a protest about the Comfort Hall to Mile Gully Road on Thursday. 7 arrested, 2 guns seized in St. Elizabeth operations. The St. Elizabeth police are reporting that a series of operations carried out in the parish on Friday have led to the arrest of 7 people, as well as the seizure of 2 guns. According to Senior Superintendent of Police, Coleridge Minto, the operations, which began at 3 p.m. on Friday and will continue throughout the weekend, is to ensure the safety of the St. Elizabeth people.
A series of operations have been done across the St. Elizabeth Division. These operations commenced at 3 a.m. this morning. So far, we have gone across a number of our town centers and a number of our hotspots communities. We're currently in the Junction Town Center conducting a VCP. Right across the parish, a number of VCPs, targeted raids, roadblocks, and other operational activities were done. At this time, 160 tickets have been issued, 11 motor vehicles seized, 2 motorcycles, 1 targeted raid was done in the Gutters area. In that operation, 2 firearms were seized out of a vehicle. 7 persons have been arrested so far, and the operations will continue. I want to assure the citizens of this parish that we will continue our operational activities to ensure that the parish remains a safe one, and these operations will continue throughout the weekend.
Cops refusing to activate body cameras in deadly operations, says Indicom. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, has again raised concerns over the number of people being shot and killed by the security forces in instances where body-worn cameras are not activated or not worn. These incidents include dozens of planned police operations where persons end up dead, and there is a recording of the alleged shootout or confrontation that led to their demise. Indicom's Assistant Commissioner Hamish Campbell raised the issue during a press conference on Friday, where it was announced that 149 people were shot and killed by the security forces this year, and another 66 shot and injured.
But what was a feature of last year and still remains a feature of this year, which the Commissioner has touched on, of the 252 fatal and non-fatal shooting incidents in 2023, it is a remarkable feature that not a single one involved the deployment of a working body-worn camera. One camera was deployed in a fatal shooting incident, but the officer failed to turn it on. and that matter, as has been stated, was reported to the Commissioner and the JCF. Officers have cited that they are either not trained in the use of the body-worn camera, despite wearing them, the station is not equipped with body-worn cameras, and that the issuing officer responsible was not present on the occasion to deliver the body-worn cameras. And the Commission strongly asserts that the body-worn camera will enhance evidence-gathering processes, allay the continuing public concerns of alleged abuses of security forces, and support traffic enforcement. And so far this year, 4 body-worn cameras were affixed to officers where they were engaged in non-fatal shooting incidents. In 3 of those 4, the officers did not turn the cameras on, and on the 4th occasion, the officer turned the camera on post the event. So we see a post-incident matter where an injured person has been shot by the police. Those matters have also to be reported to the Commissioner of Police. So whilst body-worn cameras are being deployed in certain circumstances, there seems to be a pattern that they're not being activated. As of yesterday, the number of people killed in planned operations this year is 58 from 50 operations. So 40% of people killed so far this year have come from planned operations where these specialised teams are entering properties, yards, premises, and the person is ending up dead. In not one of those planned operations, as already identified, was body-worn cameras deployed. And we make the point that body-worn cameras are available to the Jamaican Constabulary Force. They are equipped to some 100, 200, and those body-worn cameras need to be deployed with the specialised operation teams, the fugitive apprehension teams, the CTOC and specialised, so that when these operations take place, there will be an accountability as to what has occurred. Because whilst we have the account and narrative from the police, many of these shootings in the planned operations, a different account is being provided by the citizens, some witnesses and family members.
AAJ identifies site for international airport in Negril. The Airports Authority of Jamaica, AAJ, has identified a site for the establishment of the country's 4th international airport, which is to be located in Negril, Westmoreland. The development follows the recent announcement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness for the establishment of an international airport in the resort town. Audie Diedrich, President and Chief Executive Officer of the AAJ, says the directive given by the government was for the AAJ to determine the extent to which the Negril Aerodrome could be upgraded to an international airport. Diedrich told the JS on Tuesday that consultants were hired to develop a master plan to transform the facility.
We engaged consultants to do the necessary studies, and out of those studies it has emerged that the present aerodrome is not suitable for development of a major international airport, taking flights or aircraft of the size of, say, the 737s, which is the most common aircraft utilized for transport now.
But the government is facing opposition to the plan. Ian Hales, opposition spokesperson on water, and the People's National Party caretaker for Westmoreland Western, says the proposal discredits critical, unmet infrastructural needs that would benefit both residents and tourists. Hales noted that Air Jamaica Express and other airlines previously operated flights into Negril's aerodrome, yet it proved financially unfeasible and unsustainable over time.
What Negril really needs is water security. We have hotels, from small to large, that rely on a steady water supply, and yet 35% of our National Water Commission customers, including residents in the area, still don't have access to reliable water. That's unacceptable. For tourists and citizens who face travel delays trying to enter or exit Lucy, what's needed is a bypass road to tackle the heavy traffic congestion. This in itself would ease travel for everyone and make the region more accessible.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.